Thank you, Timothy. Wanjala Raphael.
But my card is here. The card is here.
Wanjala shall be heard in silence so that he can be able to be silent when others speak.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I beg to oppose this motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, this finance bill of 2024, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, Mr. Speaker, I'm also cognizant to the fact that this bill went through the first reading on 13th May 2024 and was committed to the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning for Consideration Committee and reporting to the House under the provision of Standing Order number 127. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm also cognizant of the fact that this bill has 65 clauses and seeks to amend laws on matters such as the Income Tax Act, Cap 47, 1, the Value Added Tax, Cap 476, the Excise Duty Act, the Tax Procedures Act, Cap 469, among others. And Mr. Speaker, you have heard some members saying that if we oppose this bill and it collapses, they say then we will not be able to collect taxes. I want to inform the members that if this bill collapses, we already still have a bill in force of 2023 that will continue. What we are only doing is that we are amending. It's not that there is no another bill. We are just amending the previous bill. Therefore, when this one collapses, members, there is nothing that has gone wrong. We will still continue. And that is what some of us are praying for. Because, Mr. Speaker, you are also aware that last financial year, 2023, we have a bill that was supposed to collect over 350 billion. Now, in this one, 2024, we are proposing, 2024-2025, to get additional revenue of 302 point something billion. But even the other 352, Mr. Speaker, we were not able to collect. So I don't know why this government of Kenya Kwisha, sorry, Kenya Kwanza, they are too over-ambitious to do what they may not be able to attain. Mr. Speaker, sir, even though these measures might be part of the general effort to enhance domestic resources, mobilization and reducing dependence on foreign aid, as they have always said, and loans, and yet, to us, we know very well that this is the government that within less than 2 years, they have borrowed more than any other government, although they claim not to have been borrowing. It should be done with the sensitivity required and the necessary understanding of the economic situation that Kenyans, situation of the common mwananchi is already shouldering a heavy cost of living in this country.
Member for Changamwe, what's out of order?
Is it in order for the Honorable MP, who is actually a member who has been here for quite a long time, he's actually reading instead of debating.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Changwamwe. I was actually about to bring it to the attention of Honorable Raphael Wanjala that it is out of order to read a speech in the guise of a debate. And you are a very senior member of the House. You know the standing orders. You can make reference to some aid memoir, but you cannot read a speech the way you are reading a speech. It is not maiden either. Yes, go ahead and debate the bill. Wanjala.
Mr. Speaker, actually, I'm not reading, I'm referring.
You are reading, but go on now.
Mr. Speaker, and you also didn't ask him which standing order. That is the biasness we are talking about.
Yes, Kimani, order, Wanjala.
Is it in order, Honorable Speaker, for the Honorable Wanjala to misinform this House that even if the budget, even if the finance bill were not to be passed, then the budget process would still continue? And he quotes the Constitution. So, Article 220 of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker, on the form and content and timing of budgets, says 1, budgets of the national and county government shall contain A, estimates of revenue and expenditure differentiating between recurrent and development expenditures, B, proposals for financing any anticipated deficit for the period to which they apply. Therefore, it is a constitutional requirement that when a budget is tabled, there must be the supply side of that expenditure as proposed on Article 220 of our Constitution.
Yes, Wanjala.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not opposed to what he is saying. What we are doing, we are just amending. And when you are amending and a section you have amended collapses, the other act still continues. That's what I said. These are just newcomers. They don't know how these things happen. Mr. Speaker, sir, we know this government promised a lot, just like the previous governments have been promising Kenya that there will be industrialization in this country. And yet, there's nothing they're doing towards industrializing this country, but they have kept on telling us stories and they keep on collecting money, a lot of money, and we don't even see the value of that money where it goes, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, even yesterday, what we saw in this country, Mr. Speaker, you know very well some of us were in the struggle from 1992, and we did away with the police state. But yesterday, what happened in this country was a police state where police were mobilized to beat innocent young boys and girls who are just asking for the right, who had a right to picket, to demonstrate, and to petition. Where are we taking this country? And yet, we are proud that our generation is now the one that is ruling. Yet, they are taking us back to where we came from, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the current government that it should not harass Kenyans when they ask for what is right for them. They should consider and look at. They should not just thump. They should listen to members of parliament. This committee is just...
Thank you, Honorable Wanjala. And the lesson you learned today is you can see how nice it is to speak without anybody heckling at you. You have enjoyed speaking today, so give that enjoyment to others when they speak. Member for Nyeri Town.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to support the finance bill as amended by the proposal or by the report of the Finance Committee. and I urge the chair of the Finance Committee to ensure that by 1 o'clock tomorrow,